Hello and welcome to today's vlog. Today is my 1 year YouTube anniversary, which is absolutely bananas. It is wild. I can't believe it's been 1 year since I posted my first video. So today, in celebration of my 1 year YouTube anniversary or whatever, I thought I would just sit here and chat about why I started YouTube and some of the things that I've learned in this last year. Just having a conversation, just hanging out and talking. So yes. If you're new to my channel, hey, welcome, and I'm glad that you're here. Fun video to start out on. My name's Mandy, as you can see from my channel name. It is so windy. Can you hear the howling? Let me tell you the story of why I decided to start a YouTube channel. So it was about a year ago that I had to stop working. I had to step away from my dream job. It was the hardest decision, the hardest thing that I've ever had to walk through. It was very, very emotional, very difficult to experience because on one hand, you know, it was what I felt called to. I loved what I got to do so much. And then on another hand, I was struggling so much physically. For those of you who might not know, I've been dealing with chronic illness for the last 1.5-ish, and a year ago around this time, it just became clear that it wasn't getting any better. It was starting to get worse in some ways, and I just wasn't able to work. I was hardly able to take care of myself. It was hard. I was on the struggle scooter. I need to blow my nose. I'll be right back. Where was I? Struggle scooter? We're on the struggle scooter. So I'm on the struggle scooter. I can't work. I just feel like I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've lost purpose. I don't know how long I'm not gonna be able to work. I don't know when I'm gonna get better or if I'm ever going to get better. It was really, really hard. So it was really significant whenever I got home that day that we had the conversation about me stepping away from my job. James just looked at me and just, it was such a powerful moment, and I was just so emotional. And he said something along the lines of, Mandy, I know that God has such a purpose in this season. I know he works all things together for good. I really believe that in this time there's some project or something that it's time for you to start that you wouldn't have started otherwise. He said maybe like a blog or like maybe a YouTube channel, kind of like you've talked about. And I was like, lol. I just kind of laughed. I was like, yeah, probably nothing like that. I thought to myself, you know, I know that maybe I'll be able to spend more time like mentoring girls or doing that kind of thing. And part of the reason why he brought up YouTube is because whenever I was taking a lot of time off work, just trying to recover, I got back into watching YouTube videos. I used to watch them more in high school. I watched some YouTubers back then. I started watching a lot more, and I found my favorite YouTubers that I like to watch. And I told James, you know, I could see myself doing this, and I think I would know how, and I could be decently good at it. And I'd kind of joke about it. I didn't really think that was ever anything I would really do because I am a private person. Like growing up, I didn't share much of my life with anyone. You had to know me from a very young age and grow up like alongside my family for me to open up, and it just blows my mind that I've been so vulnerable. It's been pretty cool. Because I started watching more YouTubers and I was like, oh, I totally could do this. I started to joke about it. I would hold up my phone one time in the bathroom and I was like, oh yeah, just imagine me being a YouTuber. I'd be a horrible beauty guru because I am not very good at a lot of the girly things. I even remember one time feeling super sick and laying on this couch. So I'm just laying there and I hold up my phone kind of like I'm, you know, like I opened up like an Instagram or Snapchat story or something. I pushed record and started to talk, and I told myself like, let's just kind of pretend like you're vlogging for a second and just see how it feels. And I was like, that's super awkward. I am not gonna do that again. So anyways, it was a couple weeks after I stopped working. I was lying in bed and I just could not sleep. And I really believe the Holy Spirit was prompting me. I really, really do. I just knew. I kept thinking about vlogging. I kept thinking about making videos. I kept thinking about vlogging as a form of ministry. And the more I thought about it, the more I kept thinking, I need to try this and I need to maybe go for this. So I told myself, all right, Mandy, as soon as you wake up, grab your phone, just film on your phone, film your day, and if you like it, then go ahead and put it on YouTube. Yeah. So literally, if you watch my first video, you see me like step out of bed, I'm filming with my phone. The quality is horrible, but I did it. It was very difficult to upload that video. Like it was nerve-wracking, but also it just wouldn't upload. Like I have never had a problem with uploading a video, but that one failed so many times. It got to a point where I was like, I'm not supposed to do this. I'm not supposed to post videos to YouTube. And I almost didn't, and I'm so thankful that I did. So I posted it. Mostly at first, a lot of my Facebook friends were watching it, said a lot of encouraging things, but there were definitely a lot of people that were kind of like, what are you doing? What's going on? I don't think a lot of people really knew what I was committing to at that point, and I knew that if I was gonna do something, I was gonna be all in. So I started posting videos like every other day. I was very, very consistent because I didn't have anything else to do really. And here we are today. Crazy. So there's been a lot of really cool things that have come from YouTube that I was not expecting at all. Things like making friends on the internet. Like I heard, you know, YouTubers, a lot of times they make friends. I imagine like, well, yeah, if you go to VidCon or whatever and you meet all these other creators and you spend time with them, then sure, you'll become friends. I've made a lot of really, really great friends here on YouTube. Some that I text now, that I've FaceTimed with from around the country. I wasn't expecting that. That's been really, really cool to find other like-minded people who are passionate about similar things. I don't know, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. So that's how I started YouTube. And whenever I started, I didn't really know exactly what I wanted my channel to be, and I'm still honestly always figuring that out. I just kind of make videos about whatever I'm in the mood to talk about, and most of the time that's related to healthy, holistic things, whether it's food or essential oils or what have you. But one thing I did know is that I want it to be a ministry. I wanted to share my story and see if my journey could help anyone who's out there, because the reality is I know so many people deal with similar health issues. Pretty much everyone has got some kind of health issue at some point in their life, and so many people, man, they just have those struggle scooter seasons to use that term again, and it's just so hard to know what to do. So now kind of shifting away just from like the YouTube side of things, this has been a very challenging and stretching and just amazing and beautiful season in this last year. I talk about this concept a lot, about embracing versus enduring. And you see, in my illness, there was a long time I was just enduring. I was waiting for it to be over. I was struggling. I was feeling sorry for myself. I was just lost, feeling helpless, and I didn't know what to do. I knew things had to change when I stepped off the team. When I started sharing my story and making these videos, that's when I started to embrace it. Say, God, this isn't fun, this isn't easy, but you don't waste a season, and I am not gonna sit back and let a moment of this be wasted. I know that you work all things together for good, and if any part of my story could help someone, then I'm gonna talk about it. And that's what I've been doing, and I'm telling you, pain is hard, it's painful, it's brutal. But you know what I've learned? There is beauty in pain, and pain opens doors to new things. And for me, like, this season's given me the ability to dream in ways I've never dreamed before. And just thinking about my relationship with Jesus, it's completely flourished in ways I didn't even imagine. The way that I have had to depend on God, I mean, if I did not have Jesus, I don't know where I would be without him. I genuinely don't, because he is my strength. He is my hope. He gives me peace. I don't know where I would be without Jesus. I would be in a very bad place. So yeah, it's been a year. I think making YouTube videos are a lot easier than people think in some ways, but then a lot harder than people realize in other ways. Turning on a camera and filming is not that complicated. Really, even editing is not that complicated. You know, like I just use my phone for a while making videos. You don't need a lot of fancy equipment or anything. It takes a lot to be that vulnerable, just to put yourself out there. And for me, I've been very transparent about the details of my health situation. You know, it's scary when you don't know how people are gonna respond, what people are going to think. Literally anyone can watch my videos. It's so funny whenever I meet people or talk to people in real life who watch my videos. They're like, oh yeah, I love your videos. And I'm just like, oh, you watch them. Oh yeah. I forget that people can watch them and see my whole life. I guess that's why I put them up. Here's kind of how I'm gonna end things. I can't believe it's been a year. It's crazy to me how things have grown and how I've been able to connect with so many of you around the world. It's gone by so fast. So much has happened and I've learned so much. God's done more through this year on YouTube than I ever could have imagined. I was not expecting to grow this much. I don't like to focus on numbers too much, but it's really exciting to see that there are, at this point, 3,825 of you that are supporting and watching my videos, and that is just really crazy. Really blows my mind. I'm very, very thankful for your support, for your prayers, for your comments. I really appreciate your comments when I can engage with you. That always really means a lot to me. I'm so encouraged to know that I have been able to help educate or inspire or encourage some of you in some way. That is why I do this. I love to share about the things that I'm passionate about, whether that's health and nutrition or leadership or your relationship with Jesus. I'm just so honored to have an audience that is willing and actually wants to listen to me. Yeah, you choose to watch my videos. Bizarre. All of this came out of a place of complete brokenness. I know that God loves to make broken things beautiful. He can take your greatest pain and he can turn it into something amazing. And through your greatest pain, if you choose to trust him, to surrender to him, it will change your life. I know for me that this is just the beginning. I'm gonna keep making YouTube videos and I'm gonna keep letting God use my story in whatever way that looks like. I am so excited about what's to come. Like when it comes to my health, I knew there was a light at the end of the tunnel, but now I am seeing that light and I am so excited to share all of this journey with you. Thank you so much for joining me on the struggle scooter or the struggle bus. Are we on the struggle bus or the struggle scooter? Okay, but we're not always on the struggle scooter though. You know what? We're not even on the struggle scooter anymore. I don't know what we're on. We're on a good track. Year one of making YouTube videos done. I truly believe that the best is yet to come and I always want to be putting out content that you want to see. So as always, if you have any suggestions for kinds of videos you'd like to see, please let me know down in the comments. Thank you again and again and again for your support. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Bye. Bye.